Okay, the fourth example is a difference of squares, and the reason that I know this is because it's a binomial. So each of these was a trinomial before, and I'm noticing now that this one's a binomial. Not only that, but it's a difference, so there's a minus in the middle, of squares, so there's perfect squares on either side. Okay, now before I break it down into these two brackets, what I'm going to do is I notice that I can take out a GCF, so greatest common factor. Both of these can be divided by 9. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to divide both of them by 9. So factor out a 9. From this term, once it's divided by 9, I get a squared. And this one divided by 9 is minus 4. So you see that difference of squares is still there. And we're going to break it down now. Okay, so don't forget to keep the 9 in front. Here are the two brackets that are right here, and notice that one's a plus and one's a minus. So you have a plus here and a minus here, although it doesn't really matter if you switch those around. Okay. Now the two things in the front have to be exactly the same, and they have to multiply to that term in the front. So if I want to make an a squared and these two things have to be the same, an a and an a will multiply to the a squared. Okay, now the two things at the back also have to be exactly the same, and they multiply to the 4. So a 2 and a 2 multiply to 4. Okay, so there's our answer right there. If you had done it a different way, so what you could have done is you could actually break this up into the two brackets first. You'll actually notice that a greatest common factor could have come out of both of the brackets, but you'll get the exact same answer in the end. Okay, now to check, I'm just going to take my answer, 9 a plus 2 and a minus 2, and I'm going to expand it. So what you can do is you can do FOIL with these two and then multiply your answer by 9. Or if you want to, you could always multiply the 9 into one bracket first, not both. Okay, and then you can do FOIL. So it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to practice my FOIL first. So I'm going to keep the 9 there. F for first is a squared. O for outside, negative 2a. I for inside, positive 2a. And L for last, negative 4. Okay, and then I'm just going to simplify that. These two are going to disappear and make 0. And then I'm going to multiply the 9 in, and hopefully I get this. Okay, so 9 times a squared is 9a squared. 9 times 4 is 36, and we get the exact same as up here. So this is correct. Now, there's one last part, which is the solving. Let's just take this, our answer, 9a plus 2, a plus, a minus 2. And we're going to set that equals to 0, and we're just going to solve that. Okay, so breaking it up into case 1, case 2, and case 3, 9 can't really equal to 0, so we're just going to disregard that. And when a plus 2 equals to 0, a is going to give me negative 2. And in this case, when a minus 2 is equal to 0, a is going to give me 2. So those are our two answers for this polynomial.